Researchers have developed a prototype for teleportation, but it hasn't been announced to the public. Being the 53rd tester, you hop in. But as the scientists pull the switch, you feel your body being ripped apart. Before you fade away, you see yourself come out, reassuring everyone it worked. There was nothing in there. He knew, as best as someone like him could know anything, the second he came out of the deep sleep. He knew he was not John A. anymore. How are you feeling, John? He understood, again, as best as an entity like him could understand, that he was supposed to be John A., 53rd subject of an experiment that so far had failed 52 times. He understood the procedure consisted in attempting teleportation by means of base copying and mapping on an atomic level, the original subject at coordinates X, replicating it at coordinates Y, then annihilating the original. He was the replica, the first one to come out alive. Well, alive was not the right word. I feel fine, he replied. He understood he was supposed to feel. He had the memories of the original John A., the personality traits firing around electric in his brain, neural bridges, everything, a perfect copy of who John A. was the second he walked into that room. And yet John A. understood now that he wasn't the original. He had the information in his brain, the information that he was supposed to be conscious, that from that mass of swirling electrical signals inside his brain was supposed to emerge, magically, impossibly, an inner life. Colors, sounds, a stage onto which the drama of life played in shapes beyond those of the rules of science. Subjectivity, conscious life, the new John A. lacked this. He understood he was supposed to have it. The memories of it were cataloged in his brain, memories from the real John A. The knowledge that life was supposed to be experienced, not just merely processed, was in there. And yet the lights simply were not on inside his brain. Something had gone wrong. Beyond the facade, John A. was simply not there. No one noticed. He could, after all, walk and talk and smile like John A. At work, they called him the same nicknames. With his friends, the same old jokes. He made love to his wife the same way, played with his kids just like the original John. In the mornings, he watched the leaves on the big old sycamore by his front yard, holding his coffee mug the same way, all just like the original John. But it was just data. His wife, his kids, the tree, they were not beautiful, joyful, green. They were raw data, constantly being processed and analyzed. How to act, when to smile, what to say, how to drink the coffee. He felt a pair of hands touching his shoulder, wrapping him from behind. His wife kissed his neck, her hot breath on the back of his ear. "Morning," she said. John A. stared at the sycamore. Its leaves rustled in the wind, lively and green under the coat of the morning sun. It must be beautiful, he thought, the very concept of the word beautiful, a mystery to him. What did beautiful feel like? "Good morning," he said, turning to face his wife. He smiled, then he paused. "I should get to work," he said. "I'm late already." "Right." Lori turned her back on him and headed for the counter to start the kids' breakfast. "I can't believe trials are ending by August." "Yeah," John said, watching her. "Me neither. By this time next year, we'll all be teleporting everywhere. Everyone in the world." John A. stared at the back of his wife's neck as she turned on the stove. The sun fell around her in ribbons of whitened yellow, painting the linoleum floor. The chilly air of early morning filled with the hot smell of eggs and bacon. In the distance, the rhythmic thump-thump of the kids' footsteps reached the kitchen, lazily, sleepily making their way down the wooden steps. It was Tuesday, and John A. smiled, because that's what he was supposed to do. "You don't, and besides, I can help you with Maureen." The girl clung to his arm. "Can I come, please?" John glared at the girl. "Absolutely not." "Please!" People on the street were giving him strange looks. He pressed his mouth into a tight minus. "Fine, but stop being so annoying." The girl nodded eagerly. "I promise."